Thanks for having me. My name is Matthew Nesbitt. I work with Yourgene Health. I've been coming to SynBio Beta off and on for the last 10 years, and I'm as excited about this as I was about sequencing back in 2010. And I'm happy to be talking about cloning, which is a tool that's been turned to by synthetic biology. Really, this has been a process that's been used to understand gene function originally, but really it's about propagating a sequence or an insert of interest. It's been broken down into some easy steps that's been replicable. You start off by isolating your insert of interest, putting that into a vector, transforming it, and then picking a host that actually has the construct of interest down the road. So at Yourgene Health, we've got a lot of customers that actually generate these inserts by different means, but I'm really interested in gene synthesis because this is a means of actually generating the insert from scratch. It allows you to really customize it, and it opens up a lot of use case space. And when we talk about what's going on with gene synthesis, there's a lot of technological advancements that are increasing the length and the complexity with which we can fabricate these sequences. And that's leading to a further expansion of the use case space. And this has been heavily reported on by SynBio Beta's own John Cumbers in some great articles in Forbes. So when we talk a little bit more about exactly what's going on with gene synthesis to create these inserts here, the standard process is to take some oligos, stitch them together into full-length inserts, and then clone those. Unfortunately, though, as we push the technical edge of what we can do, sometimes that stitching process doesn't work fully as expected, and we can get impurities, truncation products, concatemers, and such. And so it's important to identify those cases. And we can do that through an electrophoretic analysis to determine if there are impurities. And if there are those impurities, we can also use electrophoresis to salvage those reactions where we can actually keep the full-length insert and get rid of those truncation products. And that's really where Yourgene Health's Ranger technology platform comes into play. Ranger technology is simply a gel documentation station combined with an electrophoresis platform to drive highly parallel electrophoresis of samples. And when it's combined with our machine vision algorithm, we can use that to intelligently tune the voltage on each sample to arrange for the size selection of fragments of a desired length. Ranger technology is also more than just using electrophoresis for sample preparation. It can be used to affirm that purity that I was talking about earlier. Our end users get a lot of data out of this. They get gel images, electropherograms, concentration readings, and the like. Ranger technology comes in two flavors. On the left-hand side here, you can see the light bench. We've got one of those at the booth. And its bigger brother, the Nimbus Select, can do 8 times the number of samples of light bench, up to 96 size selections in a single run. And we're really proud about ANSA Biotechnologies being a user of Ranger technology. We've got a couple of use cases documented up here. On the top, you can see they're using it for an analytical application where they're assessing genomic DNA contamination in a reaction that's geared towards generating vectors. And on the bottom, they're looking at the purity of synthetic DNA. And the real benefits that ANSA is getting out of its use of Ranger technology are turnaround time. Ranger technology can be used to load, run, and read up to 384 samples in as little as 35 minutes, as well as cost. These are slab gels that we're offering to customers, so we can be quite cost competitive. We believe and hope that Ranger technology can continue to play an enabling role for other members of the synthetic biology community, and I hope some of you come and say hello while we're still here today. Thank you for your time.